Greetings everyone, and it's time for a little video update, a little bit of guidance for the week ahead, especially with all the insanity that's going on out there at the moment with this coronavirus and people being a bit silly, panic buying for I have no idea why. Guys, seriously, if you see someone doing that, just try and educate these people. Right? Words fail me, it's baffling. Okay, but let's see what this tells us, shall we? Stay safe everyone. It's a bit unprecedented times to say the least. Our whole structure and way of life is changing before our very eyes. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, but what do? Ask for a little bit of help. Let's see what comes out. So number 1, what have we got here? Okay, yeah, if we look there, and well, that actually reminds me of Italy. That looks very Italian looking lady there to me. And protection, yeah, for sure. I mean, obviously with all what's going on, I think we know where this is going. It's just like being a bit sensible about yourself, you know. I mean, forgive me for saying it like the blooming government here, but do simple things like cleanliness, hygiene, and just like, you know, be safe. You know, it's really silly, but this poor girl in Italy there, obviously what's going on over there, it's just absolutely diabolical. It's dreadful. But protection, I mean, on the more esoteric realms, shall we say, you can call, even though it says Archangel Michael, I'm actually going to say work with the Archangel Zadkiel. Yes, Archangel Michael is a lovely angel to work with, but Zadkiel is actually the power of transformation, and the purple as well is that kind of colour. So bring that energy in for you as well. Just ask him to help, and as best you can, try and imagine there's that orange flame, or purple flame by your door, just transmuting any nasty energy that comes in. But of course we've got to make effort as well, you know, keep yourself clean, those around you, and if you start getting a cough and that, stay away honestly, best thing you can do. Okay, and then we got, that's nice, Uriel. Now this is the tricky one as well. It's like, don't give in to fear, because a fear can kind of like crush us, and that is where all this nonsense with the panic buying and everything else, people buying, it's like, you know, it's like a zombie apocalypse. It's not great by any stretch of the imagination. This is very serious, but for goodness sake, don't exacerbate the problem by doing things that are totally unnecessary. The Italians have proved out there that, yeah, it's all bad, but they're still buying their groceries. They might have to adapt a little bit and be rationed, but life goes on as best they can, and we can certainly do the same. And I mean, unfortunately, it's a sad indictment on so-called civilized society that we carry on like this. I think it only seems to be us in the West that are doing it. I don't know if this is going on in mainland Europe, but certainly here in Britain, America, Australia, you know, these people need to wake up and really look at themselves in the mirror and say, why are you doing this? It is not necessary. But yeah, that's like, you know, don't give in to fear. Uriel's one of tremendous insight, I always feel. You know, work with that energy, and just like, you know, it's wisdom. It actually says veneration, but with Uriel I always think of wisdom. Trust your own wisdom and know that this daftness, this silly things will pass, because eventually these people buying up all this gear, they won't have no room to put anything else. I mean, I don't know where they're putting it all, to be honest. It's crazy. Oh, we got the lovely Jophael to finish. Reminds me of Brazil there. What's that kind of thing? I can't think of the band name now, my memory fades. But and this is a strange one, because we've got adventure. Now I don't normally do the words, as you know, but in this case I am actually going to go with adventure, because this is adventure. And what comes to me is, if you're unfortunate enough to be quarantined, or if we are forced to go into lockdown, this is a distinct possibility, take that time to do something with that time. You know, don't see it as a prison. You know, I mean, you will go crazy or whatever if you just sit there bouncing from wall to wall, but why not make that time to do something creative in your own time? I mean, whether it's in working with your artistic stuff or your learning side, you can maybe learn. I mean, I'm still struggling along with my Italian slowly but surely, and it's something you can do. Imagine if you've got all that free time all of a sudden. Make use of it. Have a total break from the norm, because things are going to change. You know, this is the beginning of the first salvo, I think, of a lot of things that are going to go on out there. And the old status quo, the way we used to doing things, is failing. Capitalism is failing badly because a lot of this selfishness, I'm trying to get into a bit of a political rant here, but this came from the 80s where it was everyone out for themselves. That's where it really started for me. I mean, people might argue, yeah, it started before that, but that's where I really felt this all kind of come into play. And community is just dead. I mean, some of us do try to buck the trend, but honestly, you're in a vast majority of, minority, should I say, as opposed to what's going on out there at the moment. So for me, it is like, you know, use this time for a bit of adventure, do something a bit different, because you may well be compelled to. Okay, so we've got, as I say, I'm drawn to this lovely Italian looking lady. They're very Italian looking. I mean, it is it's so sad what's going on out there, but obviously not just Italy, in this country and all across the world, but they do seem to get it particularly bad at the moment. It's kind of like protection, work with the archangels Zadkiel and Michael, of course, very protective energies, bring them around you. Uriel is all about, you know, your own wisdom and stuff, and don't give in to fear. Stop this nonsense with the panic buy. If you see, as I say, I'm hoping that maybe some people don't actually panic buy on watching this right now, and why? You know, really honestly ask yourself why. And adventure. If you're forced to go into a lockdown or compelled to take a break from the normality of what's going on, use that time constructively in some way, in creative ways, and learning or whatever comes to pass, really. I think that's all for now, everyone. Thank you very much for stopping by, and whatever you're doing, stay safe and be lucky, shall we say. That'll be nice. But I mean, honestly, do take care of yourselves and be safe. Thanks for